And what's going on, y'all? Welcome to Change the Cheddar right here on the Golden Octagon. A special episode. Unfortunately, not the best news. This will be the last Change the Cheddar for fight nights right here on the Golden Octagon for a little bit. As most of you know, I am moving to Texas, and Texas has no legal sports betting. So being in Virginia all my life, since 2021, when it became legal, I've had no issues using FanDuel, DraftKings, whatever I wanted here in Virginia. But moving to Texas, sports betting is not legal there. So there are no legal options there. So when it comes to betting, I'm gonna have to go offshore. So once I get there, get settled in, get everything figured out, I'll bring Change the Cheddar back on the fight nights. But for right now, this will be the last Change the Cheddar for fight nights. You know I'm saying for fight nights because it ain't going away. For pay-per-views, me and D Rose will still be here because D Rose is still going to be in Virginia. He can still bet. So I'm still going to be here giving y'all our best plays and all that for the pay-per-views. But for the fight nights right now, I just kind of want to hit my brakes just a little bit just because I don't know what I'm going to be betting on when I get to Texas. So I have to figure all that out. Maybe some of y'all can drop something down there in the comments. Let me know what the best offshore betting site is that you personally use, which ones that you favor the most, if you will, because I'm going to be new to offshore betting once I get to Texas. But with that being said, I'm not going to hold y'all up anymore. It is 10 p.m. Let's get in to Change the Cheddar, my post weigh-in betting show here on the Golden Octagon on Fridays. What we are going to do is run down the official weigh-ins this morning and then the ceremonial face-offs this afternoon. And I'm going to give you my final picks and predictions for all of those on every single fight on the card. And then at the end of the show, I do have 3 parlays to share with you guys. Hopefully for this last one of these will hit, right? One of these will hit. I do have a confidence parlay and then 2 of them hoping to turn a little bit of change into some big money. Before we get started, though, we got Antoine in here. Yo, what's going on there, Antoine? How was the move? Haven't moved yet, brother. Haven't moved yet. It's probably going to be a few day process, probably 4 or 5 days to get everything done. I hope you're okay, bro. I know you really enjoy betting. I'll be fine, Antoine. How was your week in general? Just stressful, man. I'm tired. I put everything inside a pod today. I've been moving my house inside a little container for them to ship it to Texas. But yeah, let's see here. Do you think you'll go to Spurs games a lot in the season? Probably, because they're honestly pretty cheap to go to, and the food's pretty cheap there as well. But let's get into the show. So with that being said, I'm gonna hide my ugly face because that's really not important. Let's see here. I gotta remove the thumbnail. There we go. So put this up here. You don't need to see me. We'll go into the first fight of the night, being Simon Oliveira taking on, well, where are we going here? Man, what happened? Fight lines. There we go. First fight of the night, Luan Lacerda taking on Simon Oliveira. Simon Oliveira did miss weight by 8 pounds. He weighed 144 pounds this morning right here. So and just up there flexing like it don't matter. Anyway, so he did miss weight, but he is the underdog at plus 240, and Luan Lacerda is your favorite at minus 298, minus 300 for the most part. Over under here is 1.5. The over is minus 145. The under is plus 114. I'm going to be honest, y'all. I want nothing to do with this fight. If you have to bet, maybe the under. Both fighters are pretty bad, if we're going to be honest, but I don't know if either one of them have the finishing power or technique to get the other one out of there. So we'll just see what happens here. I honestly have no idea. I want to keep my money away from it. But pick for this fight, I'll go Luan Lacerda via second round knockout. Moving on to the next one, we've got Julia Pelostri taking on Karolina Kowalkiewicz. Julia Pelostri is minus 535, the favorite. Karolina Kowalkiewicz is plus 400, the dog. Over under here is 2.5. The over is minus 445. The under is plus 310. Yeah, I'm not going to waste much time here. It's Julia Pelostri via decision. I see a few people, maybe thinking that she can get the finish. Carolina's tough. If D Gomes didn't finish here, I don't think Julia Pelostri is going to come out here and, miraculously knock out Carolina. So give me Julia Pelostri to win this fight via decision. Moving on to the next one, we got Lucas Rocha taking on Stuart Nickel. Lucas Rocha minus 112, the slight favorite. Stuart Nickel is minus 108, basically a coin flip fight if we're going to be real here. Over under here is 2.5. The over is plus 130. The under is minus 166. So everyone thinks this is going under. Yeah, I did pick Lucas Rocha earlier in the week. Do I feel good about it? No, I don't, if I'm going to be honest. If I have to bet this, maybe the over 1.5 if you have access to DraftKings. But the over 1.5 is minus 160. I think that's a solid parlay piece. I don't think this finishes in the first round, but it could. But this is another one where I just really don't really want a whole lot to do with this one, if I'm going to be honest. Maybe you start round 2 if I had to, but yeah, really not interested in picking a side here, if I'm going to be honest. But official pick, give me Lucas Rocha to win this fight. Second round submission for Lucas Rocha. Up next, we do have B. Mesquita taking on Irina Russian Ronda Alekseyeva. B. Mesquita is minus 600, the favorite. Russian Ronda is plus 440, the dog. Over under here is 1.5. The over is minus 160. The under is plus 124. Yeah, Russian Ronda went for the handshake at the face-off. B. Mesquita wanted nothing to do with it. I just think Russian Ronda's a dork, if we're going to be honest. She does not fight how you want her to fight ever. And so what I expect to happen is, B. Mesquita to go out here, get down Irina Alekseyeva and choke her out in round number 1. So I'm going B. Mesquita to win this fight via round 1 submission. Up next, we got Thomas the Train Peterson taking on Vitor Petrino. Over under here is 1.5. The over is minus 195. The under is plus 150. Vitor Petrino minus 290. The favorite. Thomas Peterson is plus 235. The underdog. This is one where I just don't understand the odds. I don't think Vitor Petrino should be a minus 290 favorite over anyone, if we're going to be honest. Much less someone that has a really takedown heavy game. That if he gets Vitor Petrino down, how does he look all of his back? We've never seen it. So I'm going out on a limb here. I'm going to go with the dog, Thomas Peterson, to win this fight via decision. And the odds for Thomas Peterson via decision is currently plus 600. That's 6 times your money if Thomas Peterson wins via decision. But money line plus 235 for me. That's fine enough. But official pick, Thomas Peterson via decision for me, the dog. Moving on to the next one, we got Jafel Fillo taking on Clayton Carpenter. Jafel Fillo minus 102. The slight dog. Clayton Carpenter is minus 118. Your slight favorite, but another one that's basically a coin flip. Over under here is 2.5. The over is minus 166. The under is plus 130. Yeah, this is one that's tough. Could go either way, but I'm going to go with Clayton Carpenter winning this fight via decision. I think Jafel Fillo comes out high in the first round. He don't really have the gas to go all 3, though. So I'm banking on Jafel Fillo running out of gas about 2 minutes into the second round, and Clayton Carpenter winning 3 minutes of that third round and all of round, or 3 minutes of that second round and all of round 3. So give me Clayton Carpenter to win this fight via decision. And odds for that specifically, Clayton Carpenter via decision is plus 165. Not too good, if we're being honest. But close fight. I don't think I would bet that. I don't really want to bet this fight, if I'm going to be honest. There's a lot of fights on this card that I'm like, man, I don't really want to bet this fight. And I don't know why, because this is my last chance at it. I can't do it after this weekend, but I just don't feel good about almost all the fights on this card, if I'm going to be honest. But here we go. Moving on to the next one. We do have Lucas Almeida taking on Michael Aswell. There's been some rumors this week that Lucas Almeida's hand is broken. Not the one that he's holding up right here. The one that's hanging down right here. I did see kind of a picture on it. It does look a little bit swollen, but I would think that if he had a broken hand, then someone would have noticed and be like, hey, man, you can't fight. But on the other end, it looks like Michael Aswell might have some staph infection here. So looks like we might have broken hand versus staph infection. Man, what are we doing with with this fight? I am still going Lucas Almeida to win the fight, though. Odds for the fight: Lucas Almeida is plus 200. The dog. Michael Aswell is minus 245. The favorite over under here is 2.5. The over is minus 145. The under is plus 114. Yeah, I'm gonna go Lucas Almeida to end up edging out a greasy, grimy split decision. Lucas Almeida via decision for me. Moving on to the next one, we got Ricardo Ramos taking on Genghis Khan Awfully. Ricardo Ramos minus 205, your favorite. Khan Awfully is plus 170, your dog. Over under here is 2.5. The over is minus 140. The under is plus 110. This is a fight that I do feel good about. I do have some confidence in this fight, and I will be betting in this fight. And how I will be betting this fight is by Ricardo Ramos to knock out Khan Awfully. The odds for it right now are pretty solid. Ricardo Ramos by knockout is plus 450, and I think if you can find the FanDuel prop with a KO 1 or 2, that's like plus 750. Ricardo Ramos is a way better striker here, and Khan Awfully, he's just not good if we're being honest. So this is one that I'm invested in this weekend. Give me Ricardo Ramos to knock out Khan Awfully early in round number 2. Moving on to the next one, we got Jonathan Janice taking on Mario Pinto. That looks like he's trying to be Tom Aspinall here. Jonathan Janice is minus 112, your slight favorite. Mario Pinto minus 108, your slight dog, if you will. But once again, about a coin flip. You get no plus money. Over under here is 1.5. The over is minus 230. The under is plus 175. Crazy to think this is a heavyweight fight and the over is minus 230. Yeah, I don't think Mario Pinto's got the best chin in the world, if I'm going to be honest. He got dropped by Austin Lane, and if you're getting dropped by Austin Lane, not a good look. Yeah, Jonathan Janice is a very accredited world champion kickboxer with a lot of power, and I think he just simply hits harder than Mario Pinto. So with that being said, give me Jonathan Janice to knock out Mario Pinto in round number 1. Moving on to the next one, will be the featured fight of the night. We got the silent assassin, Vicente Luque, taking on Joel Alvarez, Fenomeno, if you will. Vicente Luque plus 400, the dog. Joel Alvarez minus 535 to your favorite. Over under here is 1.5. The over is plus 120. The under is minus 154. Yeah, I'm with everyone else this week. I love Vicente Luque, but it's just not the same Vicente Luque that we had 5 years ago. He's just not the same fighter after the Jeff Neal fight and the brain bleed, and it's just not a good look. He did beat Themba Gorimbo, but let's be honest, Themba Gorimbo's ass. He wrestled RDA, so I mean, I want to see Vicente Luque win here, but I can't pick him to do it. I can't put my money on it, and truly, the way I think this fight goes is Joel Alvarez comes out here and clips Vicente Luque. Vicente Luque shoots for a takedown, and Joel Alvarez wraps up a guillotine or some kind of front choke, Darce choke, something like that, and we see a Joel Alvarez round 1 submission here. So I'm going round 1 submission for Joel Alvarez. Moving on to the next one, we do have Davison Dustaguera Figueroa taking on Montel Quick Jackson, co-main event of your evening. Davison Figueroa is plus 260. Your dog, Montel Jackson, is minus 325. Your favorite. Over under here is 2.5. The over is minus 188. The under plus 145. This is one where Montel Jackson is not active enough for me to have any faith in him ever. And on the other end, Figgy is a former world champion. It was at 125, but he's had multiple fights up at 135 now and looked fantastic doing so. So with that being said, I'm going with the dog here. Give me Figgy to go out here, land the takedowns, land all the top control, and end up winning this fight via decision. Figgy to win this fight via decision is currently plus 500. I think it's a solid bet. At least I hope so. I'll be playing it. So for me, it's Davison Figueroa to win this fight via decision. moving on to the next one, main event of the evening. If y'all haven't already, hit that thumbs up button for your boy. We got Charles Do Bronx Oliveira taking on Mateus Gamrot. Charles Do Bronx Oliveira minus 105, Mateus Gamrot minus 115. So once again, it's a coin flip with a slight edge toward Mateus Gamrot. Over under here is 3.5. The over is plus 100. The under is minus 130. Yeah. For me, Charles Oliveira's fought a lot of wrestlers, a lot of people that want to take him down. But Mateus Gamrot has never fought anyone has the threat of the submissions that Charles Oliveira does. So I I think this is going to be a special one. I think we see Charlie Olives, shut down Mateus Gamrot. I think, we've seen. I don't want to say Gamrot gets tired. I just think we've seen Gamrot get tired, and we've seen him last. So if anything, it looks like he has just very inconsistent cardio, and he is taking this fight on short notice. Keep that in mind. What's his cardio like? Can he go all five? I don't know. I've seen him look tired in the third round. So with that being said, give me Do Bronx, Charles Oliveira to win this fight via third round finish. I don't know if he knocks out Mateus Gamrot, if he submits Gamrot. I think it's going to be one of the two, though. If I had to pick, I'd say Charles Oliveira via knockout. But yeah, third round knockout for Charles Oliveira for me. So that's the last one. That is all my picks. So let me stop sharing my screen, go back to my ugly face. So that's all my picks on the card. I truly appreciate y'all for stopping by here. Let's see what y'all got to say in the chat real quick. We got Jaden in here. What's going on, brother? How you doing? And then we got Antoine. have a six-pack at 250 pounds is crazy. Not gonna lie, that is wild, right? Vitor Petrino. Just all thick, if you will. All right, y'all. So you know how this works. That was all my picks on the card. So let's get to the parlays, the good part of the show. I do have 3 of them to share with you guys. My $10 confidence parlay, and then 2 parlays that we are just shooting for the stars. So with that being said, let me pull up the confidence parlay. It is right here. 6-leg parlay at a plus 907. So $10 wins back $100.70 or 75 cents. Exactly what the show tells you. We are turning $10 into $100 over here on this 6-leg parlay. And it goes like this: Julia Pelostri to win in round 3 or by decision. Lucas Rocha versus Stuart Nickel to start round 2. B. Mesquita to win by submission. Ricardo Ramos, moneyline. Joel Alvarez to win in round 1 or 2, doesn't matter how. And the main event to start round 2. That's my confidence parlay this week, y'all. If there's one leg on there that I think I had the least confidence in, it's the Lucas Rocha and Stuart Nickel to start round 2, just because I'm not comfortable betting either one of those guys. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens there. We get past the second leg, I think we're money. So that's the confidence parlay. So let's get into the ones where we're going to make some big money if one of these hits. So 3-leg parlay, $5 to win $351.90. It goes like this: B. Mesquita to win by submission in round 1 or 2. Ricardo Ramos to win by knockout in round 1 or 2. Preferably that spinning elbow would be sick. But Jonathan Janice to win by knockout in round 1 or 2. So those 3 finishes happen exactly like we call them. Our $5 turns into $351.90. And our last one, our big daddy this week, 4-leg parlay. And it goes like this: Thomas Peterson to win by points. Joel Alvarez to win by submission in round 1 or 2. Davidson Dustaguera Figueroa to win by points. And the main event, Charles Do Bronx Oliveira to win by finish, knockout or submission. Doesn't matter how. And if all 4 of those hit, $5 turns into $1,450.80 as well. So 4-leg parlay for the big daddy this week. So with that being said, I truly appreciate each and every single one of you for stopping by here for the last Change to Cheddar for the fight night that I'm going to have here on the channel, at least for a little bit. Remember, me and D-Rose will still be here for the pay-per-views, but for the fight nights, I got to kind of pump the brakes just a little bit because moving to Texas, no legal sports betting there, so I got to find a book that I feel comfortable using that has the props that I personally like. So once I get all that figured out, I'll be back here with Change the Cheddar for the fight nights as well. But with that being said, I truly appreciate y'all for stopping by here, hanging out with your boy. Hit that thumbs up button on your way out. And if y'all haven't already, leave me a comment down there. Let me know what your favorite play is on the card or what sports book that you personally use that's offshore. Maybe I'll check it out. But as I always say, remember, at the end of the day, it's a fist fight. Anything can happen. So don't be betting more than you can afford to lose, because it's a fight. Truly, anything can happen. You see what I'm betting here, $5, $10. I can afford to lose it. I'll be all right. So just be smart out there. And with that being said, I will catch you guys next week for the Golden Octagon MMA podcast. Until then, y'all stay safe. Peace.